American inspired places in here. I think some streets are inspired by American things, but mostly British, very British. Um, yeah, they if there's a I would know if there's like a place that is called Maryland in here. I'm very confused.
The PlayAsia website is so bad. It refuses, like, it's Hong Kong, Maryland. Like, Maryland does not exist in Hong Kong.
Maybe next time after some major upheaval or something, and then it was like, "Hey Gary, does Maryland exist in Hong Kong?" And I'm like, "What the? Wait, where is it now? Oh yeah, sure, there's somewhere nearby where my grandmother used to live."
Okay, let's. Well, let me just double check something. Yep, we are public. Good, 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 good. Alright. Cat is trying to paw at me. Okay, Carrie, it's been forever since we read this.
Yeah, like what the hell? My God.
Alright, I guess I'll start.
Okay, are you sharing this thing though?
Oh, right. I have to share it with you for you to read it. There we go.
It.
Okay. I think we stopped after we did the last battle, which is 50 pages of battles.
We finally finished it, Phil. What the hell? Oh, that's
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Sorry,
I'm gonna pull that up a bit.
Whoa, go on.
There we go. Okay. We are ready to go now. You just sent me a picture of a cute cat.
Yes, I did. I sent you a picture of a cute cat. There are some free tokens you can get by logging into Clip Studio, and like until the 27th, and I'm getting all of them. And now I'm like, ooh, that's a cute cat, and then I have to, and it looks kind of 3D in a way, false 3D, so I have to get it to you.
Okay, so.
Yep, let's keep reading.
Let's keep reading. Danny awoke, because Dan is a completely different character. Danny awoke and saw a table piled high with several different cuts, and saw before I didn't read, I missed the before somehow. I don't know how I missed that. And saw before him a table piled high with several different kinds of food. They were burgers, stewed. What were we saying?
I'm like, what the heck? What kind of writing is that?
Let's see. There's I completely lost track. Oh, here it is. Okay. Stewed peas, carrots, melons, berries, pies, cakes, and much more. I think there should be much more. That's a lot of food. That is a lot of food. Lots of different food. This must be heaven. Well, actually, it's my dining room, Jack corrected. Danny looked around and saw his sister, friends, and every person from Jack's gym sitting in chairs, except Tom, who was already collecting food on his plate. This is my house, Danny. It's located right outside Light River. Yeah, because Light River is a shit town. So what? You think I live there? Are you nuts? Then he looked at his surroundings. He was in a big room with white walls, a wooden floor, many windows with frilly curtains, and several wonderful, fragile decorations. There was a cabinet by the table with highly valued plates and silverware sitting on wooden stands. Family pictures adorned the staircase that led to the second level of the house. Danny was curious about Jack's home, but his eyes raced back to the large amount of food like someone in the desert looking at an oasis. Go ahead, Danny. Take as much food as you want. This is heaven! Oh my gosh, this is heaven! Danny replied, plunging into the food as a dolphin would for fish. Man, Moofy is really getting in my face today.
Your cat is being very touchy.
For fish. Everyone watched as he and Tom devoured everything edible and a few things they didn't think work. Oh, hold on. I gotta share this link real quick. Let's see. Share it. Share. Alright, that's shared. Good. Danny eats like Tom does, Steven noticed. Yeah, but I bet you Danny can finish first, Ian wagered. You're on, Steven accepted. Everyone, your Pokemon must be hungry too, Jack assumed. Yeah, I'm sure they are, Polly agreed, letting her Pokemon out of their balls to eat. Soon all the Pokemon...
Oh. Sorry, I'm just being immature. Go on.
Soon all the Pokemon were chowing down, and so were their trainers. So, this is Danny talking with his mouth full. Doc, why do you have two? Danny mumbled while chewing a large quantity of food at the same time. Please don't talk with your mouth full. It's rude, Jack interrupted. Danny swallowed and then continued. I was saying, why did you chase us here with Barbara's giant Skarmory? Because you were taking too long to get here, and you didn't really know the way in the first place. I don't understand. What? Jack asked. Dad said that he grew up in this city and that it was safe and full of beauty. Oh, dinner time for cats. Come on, Alright, Moofy went to get some foodie. Now great, I didn't mark where I left off. Yeah. Dad said that they grew up in a city was as full of beauty. It was, Jack replied. Then what happened to it, Susan inquired. It began to change not too long after Dan left and moved to Johto. Yeah, how long has it been since you've seen my dad anyway? Danny questioned. Oh, I'd say about... What?
Jack is like, a bit. Yeah, he and Cassie got busy.
I'd say about around 10 years. That long? Why did he move to Johto to start that school and give up his trainer life anyway? Whoa, hold on, Danny. Hold back on more questions until I can answer them. I'll tell you about the last time Dan and I were together. That may help you understand. All the friends and family members grabbed some food and moved into the living room. Yay! Get stains everywhere! Woo! This comfortable room had more than enough couches and recliners to go around, and the listeners and the storyteller laid back. Alright then, the last time I met Dan that I remember was at a baby shower. What baby was going to be born? Danny asked. Well, actually, babies. In a matter of weeks, your mother was going to give birth to you, Danny. And Barbara, who I had been married to for more than a year, was going to have... Jeez, these guys, like... They get busy fast.
Seriously, how old are they? Because they are a little bit young to be parents.
I mean, at this point, I think they're in their 30s. I think
mid-20s or mid-20s or 30s or something.
Oh, like at that time, yeah, that would have been like 20 something, I guess. Let's see. Been married for about a year. You mean my mom and Danny's were both pregnant? Linda questioned. Yes, and they almost gave birth on the exact same day. I think I remembered that day, Polly said. Polly is like one of those people that has like memories from really early in her life. Which is like...
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have memories from that early.
I have some, and I'm too embarrassed to say any of those. Maybe after the live stream is over.
Yeah, I think I remember that day, Polly said, thinking back. Yes, and you had turned 2 that year. Now, if everyone will stop interrupting, I'll continue. No one made a sound, and Jack started... I think that's supposed to be started thinking back and trying to remember the events of the day. The sun was out that day, and there wasn't a cloud around to block it. Well, I mean, okay. Well, I guess the sun could still be out, and there could be clouds around, but it's still
okay.
Weird sentence. Dad was rest.
I can speak from here because you probably spoke quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I went further than I should have.
Well, I mean, like we stopped in a gap, and then we stopped at another gap. Here it is, but right, all right. Dan was dressed for the occasion in a long sleeve shirt, dark blue pants, and a necktie that had a picture of Mario in it. Well, at least he was somewhat dressed for the occasion. Leaning against the wall by the door, he patiently waited for his guests to arrive. Then there came a loud knock. It opened the creaky wooden door. The guest flowed in like Play-Doh going into a square hole. What? That is some weird allegory.
Yeah, it's weird. Play-Doh. What? I feel like that is very weird.
Almost everyone he knew came, and in flows George, Duplica, Jason, Jack's brother John, and Nick and his wife. Hey, congrats, buddy! Jason laughed. Thanks. Dan replied, not knowing anything else to say. Nice tie, Nick complimented. Everyone walked past and complimented Dan on his tie. In the living room, Barbara was sitting on a red couch holding her 1-year-old baby in her arms. Cass sitting beside her.
Whoa. Hold on, I gotta go back for a second. Let's see, Barbara and I have been married for more than a year. And was going to have... What? I didn't say... Did she have the baby or did she not have the baby? What is going on?
They are supposed to be in the hospital while all of this happened.
I am very confused. Whatever, let's just continue. So the turn. What's the phrasing? They're both about. Okay, so we're implying here that she had a baby and she's pregnant right now. It's like, yikes! What? What was the?
We have seen medical dramas from this or these will happen, but it's weird.
It's weird. Anyway.
They are both about 20 now. What? Okay. Cassie was wearing a simple blue dress and Barbara had a green shirt on her and a red skirt. So do you think you could handle another? Cassie asked. Not a chance, but I would do it anyway. Cassie's father led everyone into the living room. What the heck? Cassie! Dad! Cassie! Dad! She said, trying to get up. No, just stay where you are and rest up. Dad, can you get me some peas and ice cream? Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Mr. Silver said, making a crooked smile. Dan was still standing by in the hall by himself when Jack descended from upstairs. The psychic trainer was wearing similar clothes to Dan's, but his pants were back?
Wait, what? But his pants were... Oh! There!
and his tie had Luigi on it instead of Mario. Don't like the crowd much, huh? he asked, catching Dan off guard. Oh, Jack, I didn't see you. No, I don't think so. I didn't think so. What's with your thing you keep missing the apostrophe next to T's and stuff?
Yeah, hold on. Let's save real quick. Save. It's like I said, it's an old file, so it's kind of a little funky. So you gotta...
Bear with it.
Okay. So we're on page 79. And... replace all. That happened 60 times. I said I was on like page 60 something?
79, I think.
79. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, that's fixed up. Boom. There we go. Save again. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Luigi on it got blah, 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 blah. I think so. Okay, there we go.
I didn't think so. I was just waiting to see if anyone else came. Yeah, right, Dan. You know that everyone is already here. He's right, you know, Josh stepped into the scene. Well, are you two going to stand around here all day, or are we going to go outside and get away from your in-laws before they get to you? This wasn't just at the top. He really did so and mainly wore a black outfit and cloak. Come on, this way. Dan led the close trio walk around the house and hid in the apple orchard section of the ranch. Their Pokemon were all gathered around them in a circle. Each one of them had a full party except Dan, who had never considered replacing Legend. So, how are you going to support another mouth to feed? Jack inquired, pulling an apple down to himself with his mind. Recently gave me a lot of money for being a champion. I know, but I've been investing it in many different... sorry, my bad. Yes, but there's no way it can provide for your whole family. Yes, but I have been investing it in many different areas and have been making quite a profit. Well, after the baby is born...
Did you know that Dan was a successful investment person?
No, I don't.
Apparently.
Let's see. I know, but I've been investing in many different areas and been making quite a profit. Well, after the baby is born and Cassie got back to her 2 feet, her father is going to make her a vice president of Silph. And I'm planning to make Dan paused a second and wonder how his friends would take the news. Oh, come on, spit it out already, Dan. The suspense me, Josh exclaimed. A private school here. Josh looked surprised and Jack put his hand under his chin. Wait, you didn't get this idea spare over the moment, did you? Jack assumed. No, you're right. Actually, I've always wanted to open the school in Light River. I see. Well, Jack, how will you make money? Do you remember my building in Light River? Yeah, what are you going to do? Sell it? No, I'm going to make it into an official Pokemon gym. Really? You're kidding. Dan denied as he laughed. No, the previous gym owner has left and Light River needs a gym leader. Oh, good grief, gym leaders make thousands of dollars a month. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. Penny! A small voice called out. Dan looked back and saw his young daughter, Polly, running to him. She was only a little higher than the height of his knees, and had two pigtails swinging back and forth. She had on a pink dress over a blue shirt, and on her feet she wore 2 small white shoes. That's actually kind of adorable.
Yeah.
The little girl jumped up
I
to
think
her father's arms.
Wait. I think I misspelled that. That's supposed to be angel, not angle.
I need to show you something after we finish this story or something.
Okay.
How's my little angel doing today? Daddy, it's you. Well then, we better go to her, isn't that right? then put her on his back and held her legs while jogging back to the house. She smiled and laughed from the fun ride.
We have a
Uh,
picture.
A very adorable one, I presume.
Let's see. Boop.
Aw.
There we go. Wait, hold on. I think I put it in the wrong spot.
Yes, you did.
There we go. Close enough.
Alright.
I forgot to draw the Mario in his tie, but pretend it's there.
You can just put an M on it.
Yeah.
The closest entrance was the back porch door, so Dan slid open and put Polly down. A 2-year-old climbed up the couch and onto her mother and sat on her lap. When's my baby brother coming? When is my baby brother coming? Or Polly asked. No, not for a few weeks. Sweetheart. I think you got a typo with her.
Wait. Oh. Sweatheart?
So, sweethearts, has he chuckled? Polly pouted.
If only she would know the terror that was coming.
Jack and Josh weren't far behind Dan when Jack got a look of terror on his face. What's up, man? I saw a vision of the future. What's in it? Let's find Dan. Dan was relaxing next to his wife and his daughter. Then and his daughter when Jack flew in. I need to have a battle with you, Dan. Jack declared. Need? Yes, need. What's up? Dan asked him silently. I haven't seen Jack this upset for years. Fine. We'll have a free Pokemon match. Is that good? Yes, that's fine. Man, that hiccup is killing me. A Pokemon battle at the baby shower. This is not customary. Mrs. Sylph noted. Yeah, but I've never turned Jack down when he asked battle, and I don't intend to. And go far away at battle. Barbara ordered. We are staying here to have baby shower. Jack couldn't understand why Barbara was angry, and he did as she wished. All male party guests moved outside, watched the match, leaving a woman in the baby shower. The only girl who came was Polly. She stood close to her uncle George. George took the spot as referee and announced the rules. We are playing a free-on-free Pokemon battle. A Pokemon may not be able to call back unless it is severely injured or cannot continue. Is it cannot? Do you mind to wait for a bit? I need to go grab some water.
Okay. Go grab your water. Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get to it. Okay, let me just slide this back here. Yeah, whatever. Slide this. It's good enough. Okay.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah, alright, so, Okay, so it's... Wait. Is it... Is it... Whose turn is it now? Oh, wait, I think I was about to put a
It's
picture
your
in.
turn.
Picture. There we go. There we go. Okay, Dan, you know what I'm using already. Hopeful, I have faith in you. Rocky,
Can I see the picture again? Sorry, I was grabbing water. Neat. Wait, where is his glasses? Where are his glasses?
They're there. It might be hard to see him because it's from the side.
Yeah, he got too close to her face.
Okay, Dan, you know what I'm using already. Hopeful, I have faith in you. Rocky, you're up first. The first two competitors were Jack's Blissey against Dan's Gollum. Stop the story, Danny ordered. Why? Asked Greg. I need to see something. As Danny took out his Pokedex, Jack was reminded of something. I'm glad you brought that out, Danny. It reminded me that I have something for you and your sister. Jack concentrated and made 2 new Pokedexes appear in his hand. One in his right and one in his left. They looked much more high-tech than the one Danny was holding. The new Pokedex was still red, but it was held long ways, and the screen would slide away instead of flipping open. Danny and Polly looked at them, but did not take them. Go ahead. They're your Pokedexes. Take them. Both siblings pressed the red button in front that slid open, and the screen cover for their Pokedexes. This Pokedex belongs to Daniel Jr. Dragonson, the Pokedex declared. This Pokedex belongs to Polly Dragonson. Gollum the Megaton Pokemon, the evolved form of Graveler. It is capable of blowing itself up. It uses this explosive force to jump from mountain to mountain. Dang, that's a cool Pokedex entry. Let's see.
But his name is very, very Golem, seriously, that's the best name you can come up with.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, actually, what the heck? That's the truth.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we have another picture. Yeah, I know, right? 2 pictures like right next to each other, but that's what I decided to draw. All right, now where was that? Ah, here it is. Another picture.
That looks like a regular iPhone or something.
Oh, dang. I didn't add any detail to the dang Pokedex. I should have looked at whatever. This can just be a stand-in picture. Just pretend that's what the Pokedex looks like.
It's so high-tech, it's so thin. Oh my God.
It's so high-tech, there's nothing on it. It's just a piece of paper. Let's see. Back to my story. Okay, it's actually supposed to be about here. Whatever. Then we did Jack to make a move. This is typical for us, Jack remarked. Yes. Hopeful versus Rocky. Don't you dare use explosion. Okay. Whose turn is it right now?
Quite a lot of pictures down here. How about you finish this page and then we'll read the rest.
Okay.
Also, why is...
Okay. No way. I have a better
why is
plan.
Jack dressing up like he is going to beat up some kids?
No way. I have a better plan in mind. Rocky, use defense curl. Rocky curled up, and its entire body flashed once. That won't help against hopeful seismic toss. Jack's joyful Blissey lifted Rocky above her and bashed him against the ground. Rocky, keep increasing your defense. Hopeful, it won't be long before that Pokemon is taken down by your seismic toss. Rocky kept being slammed, but he continued flashing each time, increasing his defense until it could go no further. Rocky, remember what we practiced. You know what to do. Rocky pulled in its head and appendages and started rolling. After making a U-turn, it headed for Hopeful. He's using rollout, and I think that's supposed to be a
rolling,
quote.
rolling.
It's supposed to be a quote there. He's using rollout, and at its current hardness, it will severely damage Hopeful, Jack thought. Let's put a quote there. Hopeful, counter it, fast! The rolling rock and the happy egg impacted, and were sent hurtling away from each other. Rocky, put your claws in the ground! Rocky dug his feet and arms into the dirt, slowly coming to a stop. With, being more than 400 pounds less than a gallon. Wait, what? Being more than 400 pounds less than a gallon, Hopeful flew clear to the other side of the ranch. Oh, gosh. Looks like Hopeful's blasting off again.
Oh god, why is Hopeful getting the end of the stick again?
Jeez. Gee, I guess a powered-up rollout was just too much for her. Fire Dragon, come on out! Go find Hopeful and bring her back here! It's like, my Pokemon flew out there somewhere. Could you go find her, please?
But Hopeful is like, this will happen. How many times has this happened already?
Wow, that was a cool set of moves. Maybe I should use them, Tom thought to himself. Okay, Dan, you took down my unbeatable Pokemon, but I will have the pleasure of taking out Mr. Rollout over there. Meow, come on down! What is this, a game show? Dan was frightened to see the mythical feline arrive on the battlefield. This is bad. We're missing some quotes here.
Dear God, no.
We're missing a bunch of quotes here, actually. There we go. This is bad. Meow, Mega Drain, Rocky Explosion. You said you wouldn't! Jack complained. That was against Hopeful. It's like, I didn't promise that I wouldn't use Explosion against something else. Meow, cancel Mega Drain, use Reflect. Blowing off its outer shell, Rocky's explosion rocked Meow, who hid behind the reflective barrier. Rocky fell over after his attack was complete, and Dan was forced to bring him back.
Okay, my turn. So now what? So now can you use against Meow? You missed the apostrophes again.
Oh,
hell!
good grief.
This is a really old thing. Yeah. Don't worry about it. He will be here soon. In a blink of an eye, Legend, Dan's faithful Dragonite, arrived to fight. How? I'm like, can he do this? Because probably Legend is in the middle of like, I'm doing some food cooking. Oh, Dan needs me. Hey guys, I will be back in a second.
It's like Genie. It always happens. You're in the tub and there's rub at the lamp.
And then it's like, hey, what's up, dude? Don't worry, he'll be here soon. Moose. In the blink of an eye, Legend, Dan's faithful Dragonite, arrived to fight. What's up? I'm impressed at how fast he got here, but just watch. Meow, recover your strength. Extreme speed. Legend rammed Meow before it can act. Dragonite can learn that technique, Josh informed. Mine can. Meow began healing itself and then saw an opportunity. Legend, agility! Seriously though, you could have named him something else, but I guess Legend will do it. The well-trained Pokemon circled Meow, becoming faster and faster. Hey, finish it with Ice Beam! Legend, dodge it! Legend raced away from the ice attack, and as Meow tried again and again, it still managed to escape. Meow, his weakness doesn't matter if you don't hit him. You're swift and do damage. Legend, use your Twister attack. Seriously, it keep missing all the apostrophe, but that's okay. Flapping his mighty wings, Legend caught Meow in a small twister, but it wasn't strong enough to keep it from using Swift. I'll trap it in a whirlpool. Adding a water gun attack to the mix, the twister degenerated into a whirling funnel of water that held Meow captive inside like a ball in a blender. quite an imagery. Okay. But out now. Fortunately, Mira could not think straight after all. Cats hate being in water. Are Mews and Mewtwo's actually cats still? Because they don't look like it.
They are actually cats.
Okay. Legend, hurry and use the Ultra Beam, but only at half strength. Legend started doing his own attack, the Ultra Beam, and he gathered the 2 light spots. That's not half. You should do a big one and a tiny one. But one was much bigger than the other one was, so there we go. The brilliant beam struck the drunk Mew and freed it of the swirling water. Of its swirling water, or of the swirling water?
Of the swirling water.
The beam exploded Mira's body and had many sores and sores.
I think that's the wrong dang word.
Tell me something about it. Sore?
Oh, hold on.
Sore?
Sore.
Is it sore spots or bruises and burns?
Yeah. Swords.
You can just change it into bruises.
Yeah. There we go.
And burns. Mira is unable to battle. This match goes to Legend, George declared. Come, hang on there, Mira. I'll just lay back for now and rest. Jack looked over at Dan, and Legend is thinking about the next move to make. What do I use now? If I use Tang Turtle to take out Legend, she'll get shocked by Dan's Jolteon. But wait, after all the strategic movements, Legend looks really tired, so his speed must be really down. I know who to use now. Lin, what the hell are you thinking, Jack? If Mira is going down because of Legend, what can your Aslakazam do? But as you said before, Dan, just watch. Legend, put up your light screen and protect against Merlin's psychic attacks. Use kinesis! Merlin's spoons began twisting and flipping, and they astounded Legend, but he still remembered to bring up a light screen. So now Merlin's Ice Punch will do half the damage. We'll have to double the power then. Merlin, use... Yeah, you missed the quotes, okay, but that's okay. I think this... so now, Merlin's Ice Punch. That was where the quote is supposed to be, the first quote.
Oh, so now Merlin's Ice Punch. Oh, wait, hold on. Soon as we get to Boop.
Good one. Merlin, use both fists when you Ice Punch. Legend, Hyper Beam. Should finish him off. Legend went first, but his Edge Beam attack whizzed over Merlin's head. Legend, why did you shoot so? He was still mesmerized by Merlin's kinesis. Merlin broke past Legend's protection and dealt him 2 hot ice punches. The dragon Pokemon was knocked out cold and frozen stiff. Legend is unable to attack, unable to continue, and therefore Merlin wins. I still have my best hope against the psychic side. Dan gave a loud whistle, and Thunderjack came to his call. Thunderjack, energetic electric type bark.
Oh, guess it's my turn now.
Okay.
What? Thunderjet used to be energetic? Danny interrupted. Yes, she used to be Danny's fastest and most maneuverable Pokemon, but after he began his school, she became more of a pet, and the best exercise she got was taking walks. Dan and his Jolteons stared eagerly at Jack and Merlin. Merlin, Thunder Wave! Thunderjet, do the same! Thunderjet's paralyzing waves came in faster than Merlin's, and he was paralyzed first. Then he struck back with his Thunder Waves. Now the odds were even. Good work, Thunderjet. Now power up! Now power up with focused energy. Thunderjet's muscles increased in size, and her spikes stood up straight. Merlin, put up a barrier to protect yourself. A solid gray tile appeared in front of Merlin to shield physical attacks. Thunderjet, pin missile! Won't penetrate that barrier, so use that new technique we worked on. New technique? Jack muttered to himself. What is he going to do now? Merlin, use protect, just in case. Thunderjet forget what I just said. We don't want to waste it. Let's use an old technique instead. Double team! Merlin became encircled by dozens of Thunderjet images. Merlin, disable her. I don't want it using that move. Merlin turned his head about, but couldn't decide on what to hit. Never mind. Just use swift attack. Merlin shot out stars in all directions to hit the real Thunderjet holding the fake images. There's the real one. Get her. Thunderjet, hurry. Do your new technique. Thunderjet flashed under Merlin in a duck position and jumped up, striking her spikes into him. Next, she shot her pin missiles straight up. The sharp pins lifted Merlin into the air, and he held his hands on his bottom. Oh gosh! He just putting pins and needles on his butt.
This sounds painful.
Yikes. That's got to hurt, John pointed out the obvious. Finish it up, Thunderjet. A powerful thunderbolt came down on top of Merlin and zapped him down to earth. He landed with his arms and legs extended outward. His entire body was sizzling like a toaster sitting in a bathtub. Oh gosh. I see. Daddy won! Yay! Polly cheered. Fire Dragon flew down with a fainted Blissey, wobbling on its back. They've been waiting long enough, Jack thought to himself. Gathering his 3 wounded Pokemon and Dan's, Jack healed them to full health. Dan, where in the world did you come up with that combo? Jack inquired, sounding very intrigued. Well, Thunder is a very powerful move, but its accuracy is way off, so I had to come up with something to aid it. First I had Thunderjet get directly under her opponent for... First I had Thunderjet get directly under her opponent and force it into the air using Pin Missile. Aim straight up to give more damage. Once a Pokemon is up high enough, Thunder will find its target easier. Clever. That's just the kind of battle I wanted to have. What do you mean, Jack? You haven't been acting yourself lately. I need to talk to you in private. Well, sure. Polly noticed that her father was walking away and tried to stop him. Daddy, where are you going? I'll be right back, Polly. I just have to talk with your Uncle Jack real quick. Uncle Jack? I guess he's just saying like he's not really your uncle, but he's close.
Well, over in here, we are just going to call your friend's father and mother uncles and aunties, just like that.
Huh. Interesting. They continued walking without speaking to one another until Jack knew they were alone. He decided to talk to Dan in a secluded area in the dark house. In the dark house just recently made was I'm throwing myself off. And the dark house just recently made was the perfect place. What's going on with you, Jack? Is there something wrong? Dan, it regrets me to inform you that was our last battle. What are you talking about? Something is coming to Light River that will change it forever. Did you see a vision? Yes, it came to me right after you went to join the others. I'm not quite sure, but something happens to the city and separates us. No way! Yes, we both go our separate ways and we never battle each other again. It can't be. If I had a choice, I would have chosen not to see it, but it just forced its way into my head. But when will this happen? I'm not sure, but I know that it will happen soon. And that's really where my story ends, Jack finished. What do you mean? You still haven't told us what happened to make Dad and Mom leave here, Dan reminded. It isn't very pleasant to tell, Danny. Months after you were born, things looked a little brighter, but still my vision began coming true. The city had just elected a new mayor. However, he was a poor choice. He was a true hypocrite, talking good on the outside but being corrupted on the inside. Oh, so like all politicians. Got you.
Tell us something we do not know about politicians.
This only goes for selfish, with the only reason to make more money, not benefit others or the city itself. So every politician got it. We began building factories that polluted the whole area, both the air and our precious pure water. Why didn't anyone stop him? Ian questioned, slamming his fist. People tried, but he just had too much power to be stopped, and most of them were making money off the factories. It seemed that the mayor's greed had overflowed into the citizens of Light River. Soon the air became so toxic that hundreds of people left. Jesus, just like the Lorax. We should have gone with them, Barbara complained, giving her husband a look of disapproval. As I was saying, I was like, oh, Trouble in Paradise. I love this mayor villain. Oh, hey, Mango King TV, what's up? Thanks for coming to the live stream. This mayor villain. It's funny because, like, this mayor villain, he never appears in the story at all.
I think that you should put. I think that you should put him into the story now that we've got him.
I mean, I totally could, but it's like it's kind of funny. Yeah, he was just too powerful. Yes, he was the most powerful mayor. I don't know. I feel like I could have written that a bit better to be like, I don't know, he had support of some criminal organization or something, but whatever. It is what it is.
I'm like, if this is Light River in a fictional version of America, because you could have pulled up the First Amendment or something.
Yeah.
Why would you use Pokemons anyway? You could have used guns.
Yeah, that's right. that's the funny thing. It's like I will defeat you with my Pokemon. Okay, well I'll just shoot you with my gun. Battle over.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that thing from Terminal Montage. It's like, Kirby, use the sword. We are going to we're going to fight to the death with swords. And Kirby is like,
it's kind of like My Hero Academia. How like we have to get heroes with quirks. Yeah, or you could use guns. I mean, guns exist in that world. They'd probably work against most of the villains, honestly. Anyway.
Will they use stun guns or legit guns though? Because guns is very different in Asia than in English speaking states.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I guess get back to the story then. As I was saying, the whole city became so empty that crime, which had never been present before, began growing at an alarming rate. The police left and there was no one to keep order. Dan and I tried, but all the problems and dangers overwhelmed him. It had become unsafe for his family, and he was forced to start his school in another place, across the sea in Johto. Yeah, it's not very far across the sea, let's be honest. Johto's pretty dang close to Kanto. Till this day, I have not seen your father. But why? Polly asked. Our strong friendship had been weakened because of our separate problems. We did send letters and email to each other for a short time, but eventually that stopped as well. That's so sad, Susan moaned. Losing contact with Dan was a big blow, but then a chance came for me to rebuild our friendship. Danny, you were that chance. But me? But how? I started watching Dan with my mind, because that's not super creepy. That's not like an invasion of privacy right there. And when I saw that he had given you an email address, oh man, that really is an invasion of privacy. I sent you a Pokemon strategy. Then I just stood by and watched as you got closer and closer to my gym. Okay, that sounds like a villain right there. Yes. And then I sat back and watched as you got closer and closer to my gym.
I guess that he got a little bit lonely, and that's why he got kind of weird in Light River, or Dark River in this case.
Seriously. And he just...
and also surprisingly, it seems that his powers get stronger, because it was little. It's like, I'm not going to do that, but right now he's like, this whole place has turned into a shit.
Now we could now we could just do whatever with the psychic powers. Although I was very what were we gonna say?
No, I was like, this whole place is turning into a shithole, and I'm stronger. I can just do whatever I want with my powers.
Yeah. Although I was very disappointed when I saw that you were disobeying your father's. Although I was very disappointed when I saw you were disobeying your father's orders, Danny swallowed.
Wait, so that's why his parents were very reluctant, to let them go back to White River. Okay.
Because it was polluted to hell and there was crime everywhere. So yes.
So technically it's just New York or Arkham or Gotham.
Like name a city.
City that was let's see, Hong Kong, Gotham, New York,
uh,
Hampshire.
you planned the whole thing, Polly exclaimed. Wow, it really is making him sound like a villain now. It's like, you planned it all, yes.
Yeah, Jack is getting weirder as he get older. It's very interesting.
Yes, I wanted to battle him so that he could learn more about Pokemon. Jack paused, looking at the clock on his wall. I missed a quote here. This is an old document, so I had to fix a bunch of formatting errors. Now I think that's about enough talk for tonight. It's time for everybody to be getting to bed. All the youth gave. Oh, I guess it's your turn now.
Well, all the youth gave some moments of depression. I think that it was supposed to be disappointment. It's like, okay, that's enough. Because depression is kind of a little bit too strong. Come on, you two, it's 2 in the morning. Guys, it's 2 in the morning. Greg, if you could show the boys to your room, they will sleep there tonight. Dad, Greg conceded easily. Also, how many kids did you have, Barbara and Jeff? Because there are like a ton, like 50 battles. 50 pages of battles. Like, what the heck?
They had two. Same as, well, I was about to say same as Danny and Cassie, but Danny and Cassie have 3.
I thought that they were going to have 4. I don't know why my brain has met up with that. Like, seriously. Yeah. Yes, Dad. And so, don't stay up playing Pokemon cards again. Yeah, you can take Pauline and Susan to your room. Barbara said. The trainers went different ways, and as soon as they were out of earshot, Tom, Barbara, and Jack overwhelmed and John overwhelmed Jack with questions. Wait, how did you lose to him? Tom inquired. Importantly, how did his Pokemon got so strong in such a short time? Asked John. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm not surprised he won. After all, he's the son of Dan. Greg and had Danny and Ian running after him down the long hall to his room. Come, Stephen ordered. You guys aren't fast enough, Greg laughed. Danny kept looking to his new Pokédex. I can't believe I finally have my very own, he thought. How did you do it? Stephen asked. What? Beat Jack. Besides, your dad has ever done it without using a dark type. Did you plan that whole strategy before you came? Oh no, I just make up stuff as I went along. Stephen looked astounded. Stevens? Is it Stephen? I think it should be Stephen.
Stephen, yeah, Stephen looked astounded, not Stevens. He's not possessing looked.
He's a goose. He's fascinated at Danny's victory. Yeah, but how in the world could he win against Jack and I couldn't? Okay, this is my room, Greg announced, opening the door. Didn't expect a small room with a bed, closet, and maybe a TV with video games. However, it was really inside were large beds, a huge closet, a big screen Blu-ray combo, and not to mention every video game system from Atari to the latest game systems. Wait, Atari? Hold on, let me look that up. Atari video games. Whoa, that's a pretty antique-looking fella.
Yeah, that is the first. Actually, I think the first video game console might have been Pong. Okay, now I'm curious. First video game home console was the Magnavox Odyssey. That's the official first home video game console. I know nothing about that system. I'm just pointing it out. Anyway. Okay, Carrie, we can continue.
Yep. Where did I go my room? The what did I do? Uh, Danny stuttered. Hey, Stephen, who's getting the top bunk tonight? Greg asked. I do. You had it yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, right. Danny shook off the surprise and looked at Steve. Look at Stephen. Look at Stephen. What are you doing here, Stephen? It didn't look like you did much in Jack's gym. I will tell you how I got there. Oh no, another long story. Ian and Danny fought at the same time. Uh, uh, wait, where is Ian though? Because I don't think I see Ian coming with them.
Oh, wait, Ian's supposed to be with him right now, I believe. Hmm, that's odd. Ian, where did you go?
Uh, I can't move. What they mean? Okay. Do you want to hear the long or short version? Short. Okay. 3 years ago, I became a Pokemon trainer in my house in Johto. My parents were employed in the steel industry. They were everyday parents, and we live in an average house with average furniture, average pet, and average clothes, living a stupid average life. Uh, Stephen screamed. Danny and Ian's eyes were wide open. Well, anyway, so after I left on my journey, I made a vow that I would not be an average trainer. I promised myself that I would become a Pokemon master, and one day I was out training. I overheard two trainers talking. They said to catch steel Pokemon because they were so strong and nothing could stand against them. Lightning Pokemons be like, "Did you say something?"
Actually, believe it or not, lightning isn't effective against uh steel. It's lightning. Electric is actually strong against it. Like if it got hit by a steel attack, it'd be strong against it. But electric attacks are not super effective against steel. Believe it or not.
Wait, why is it not? That is so strange.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too when I discovered that.
So what is still weak against them? Because lightning probably was just being like, oh, did you guys see or something?
Steel is weakness to fighting, ground, fire.
Huh? Okay, fire, I get it, but why not water though? Because water can make them rust.
Yeah, I think water is also resistant of steel.
The fact that I had been in an area when those trainers were talking is such a subject that my parents work for a steel company made me feel that it was a destiny to catch steel and only steel Pokemon. Huh? How ironic. I traveled across Johto until I had collected every species of steel Pokemon alive. Next, I trained them until I thought they could handle the gym challenge. Soon, I was collecting badges like it was nothing. No gym leader in Johto even stood a chance against me. Not even the mighty Claire.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
then when I found out a way to, okay, I think this is a good spot to put in a picture. Picture time. Eh. Okay. Wait, did I put it in the right spot? Let's see here. Mighty Claire. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good enough spot, I guess. Okay. Wait, it was my turn, right? Gary?
What?
It was my turn, right?
Hold on. Sorry, my bad. I'm back. I'm back.
It was,
Uh, yeah, that's where I stopped. Then
okay.
when I found out a way to go to the Pokemon Master internationally, I traveled to Kanto.
Okay. But unfortunately, the first gym I chose was the hardest, Jack's gym. It was a struggle, and I made it all the way up to him, and we began the battle. The first Pokemon he chose was Fire Dragon, but I, But I wasn't afraid because my steel types had beaten fire Pokemon in the past. However, Jack's Charizard was too fast for my Pokemon, and they were all beaten without much difficulty. I thought my training days were over, but it turned out that losing to Jack was the best thing that ever happened to me. Jack said that if I would stay and train under him for a year, he would give me the gym badge and teach me things I never knew about Pokemon. So I stayed and he'll he'll be giving me the family badge 1 week from today. What a wholesome name for a badge, the family badge. um let's see. Dang it, I left my place. Oh, here we go. Stephen had gotten so much into telling his story that he hadn't noticed that Ian and Greg were asleep. Ian in his sleeping bag and Greg. Okay, so Ian was there. Greg on the lower level of the bunk bed. The only one still awake to listen was Danny, who looked like he could stay up for 3 days. He had drunk 6 cans of soda. Jeez. When Jack was telling his story, and the large amount of caffeine forced him to stay awake. Hehehe. You don't still use steel Pokemon, do you? No. After Jack beat me, I went out and caught several new Pokemon to change my team. Not only now, only half my party is made up of steel types. Hey, Steven, after you get your badge, you should meet up with us. I'm trying to get all the Kanto badges too. You wouldn't mind me hanging around? No way. We can use all the help we can get to protect us from Rill. What? Rill? Stephen exclaimed, waking Greg. Stephen, keep it down. I'm sleeping. I'm trying to sleep. Yeah. Have you met him before? Danny asked. Well, sorry, Danny, but I really can't say anything right now. What do you mean? Let's just go to sleep. I'm not tired. I drank so much soda. I could talk all night long. Oh no. Oh no. Should it go back to you now or?
I don't know. Yeah, I can do it. Nara. Jeez, I don't know how to spell. Okay, there we go. Oh no! Stephen Moon crawling into the bunk bed and forcing a pillow over his ears. As morning came closer, Linda's peaceful sleep was shattered by a sense of something was wrong. She pulled her blanket off and turned to get out of her pink bed. Her room wasn't much like Greg's and like any real electronics except for the computer on her pink desk. She had an elegant bed and a grow-leaf door. Oh, a meal! Wait, what is a grow? I forgot what grow-leaf looks like. Hold on, let me look it up. Oh, that's a very fluffy guy. Okay, there's a fluffy boy.
Yes, he is.
Let's see, a grow-leaf door resting on it. Polly and Susan were asleep on the floor, and she carefully walked over them to the door. Slipping downstairs, she met her father, brother, and Uncle John in the dining room sitting around the table. Did you feel it too? I've sensed a disturbance in the force. Yes, Jack replied. It's real, isn't it, Dad? I'm afraid so, Linda. Why? Why would he do these evil things? That's not like him. It's like he's transformed into a different person. I should have never let him leave. Hey, it's not your fault. I know it was. I know what his powers I know that his powers were taking him over. It was just like what happened to Sabrina. Aren't you going to stop him? Greg inquired. No, I'm trying to see where he's going with all of this. Is that all real? Oh, don't tell me it's another tale like a brother, a father, or something. Linda's hugging her father. So do I, Linda. And I will bring him back somehow. Jack was surprised as he realized that Danny was upstairs there to listen to them. He must have heard everything, he thought to himself. Oh well, he will find out sooner or later. Linda, Greg, there's still a couple of more hours before sunrise. I want you to go back to bed. Don't read about anything. Jeff's children obeyed him and started running back the stairs. Danny also heard sneak into the grass room. Phew, I don't know you yet, but I will save you from yourself. Back in Johto, Ryu was at his communication center, routing his troops and making plans. He talked through a microphone to a group of rockets in Saffron City. Eric, is everything ready for Danny and his friends when they get there? Yes, sir. I have ordered all over the city in disguise. What? I have men all over the city in disguise. All we had to do now is wait. Don't you guys think that this is a little bit overkill for
This is a bit overkill for just Danny and his friends. We've got them all over the city, boss. Like, it's just one kid. I know he has Pokemon, but jeez.
Yeah, wonderful. At last, my plan will finally be able to begin. Get ready, Kanto, because I'm coming to get you. The morning finally came, and Danny got up to stretch, but his nose acting first and smelled something sweet. Pancakes. As he ran out of the room, he saw a line outside of the shower. Danny's last in line! Danny's last in line! Greg taunted. Too bad you... No, typo. Too bad you didn't get up early. I think that too bad you didn't get up early.
Oh, yeah, that's wrong. There we go.
Yeah. The hot water runs out a little while ago. Oh, man! Danny shouted. After taking his toiletry supplies, Danny waited his turn in the hall. After Ian had finished his shower, Danny stepped in. I should warn you, Danny. It's like taking a shower in the snow. Ian cautioned, going down the stairs. I hate cold showers, so maybe my Pokemon can warm up the water a little. Danny jumped into the bathtub, pulled the curtains across and throwing his clothes over. Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, right, my turn. Then he tossed two Pokeballs over that released Quagsire and Fakewood. Okay, guys, now Fakewood, you make a Fire Fist, and Quagsire, you shoot a low-powered water gun over the curtain. Danny soon felt warm drops of water. Jeez, he just made a Pokemon shower.
That was quite a mood.
The water droplets of water raining down on him, and he washed up. This feels good. Who says all the hot water's gone? Just as he had finished, Quagsire ran out of power to use water gun, and an abnormally large spark from Fakewood's fire jumped onto Danny's bare back. Ah!
That sounds painful.
Hot, 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 hot! Quickly, he called back Fakewood and Quagsire and turned on the cold shower water. Ah, he said in relief. Everyone downstairs eating wondered what happened to Danny. Soon the young trainer ran down the stairs as if nothing happened at all. I'm going to say at all. I think it sounds better. What was that shout, Danny? Was the Arctic water too much for you? Greg asked. Of course not. I just realized I didn't have any soap. Yeah, right, remarked Susan. So, Danny, where are you going now? Jack inquired. I haven't even thought about it. Dan sent you here to see some of your relatives. I believe your grandfather lives in Saffron City. Grandfather? Which one? You know which one, Polly cried. He's only the president of Selfco, one of the biggest Pokemon companies that exists. Oh, that grandpa. I forgot about him. Everyone felt... Oh, we got a classic anime deal here. I remember how in anime people would always fall out of seats when something embarrassing happened or someone did something stupid. And it's in my story.
Very embarrassing.
Everyone fell out of his seat from Danny's unexpected remark. Classic anime thing that they don't really do anymore. Ugh. Also, I'm just going to remove this part. Sabrina,
okay?
Sabrina is the gym leader there, Jack asks, and I'm confident you can defeat her. They must have a lot of stores, Susan smiled. We could do a lot of shopping. Is shopping all girls ever think about? Danny questioned. Here are your pancakes, Danny.
Nina.
Barbara brought down a stack of pancakes right down on Danny's place. Oh boy, I'm so hungry. I thought it was going to say she brought them down on Danny's face.
It sounds really painful. What the heck?
Oh boy, I'm so hungry. Is food all boys ever think about? Susan countered. Oh! Your gym sure was tough, Jack, stated Danny, pushing an entire pancake into his mouth. In fact, you should give trainers 2 badges instead of 1. Danny's remark caught Jack's interest, and he was quick to respond. I think that can be arranged. Danny was so surprised at what Jack said, he forced a huge piece of breakfast food down his throat without chewing. Polly became worried about his safety when he was unable to swallow. Danny, are you all right? Danny pounded the table and held his throat, eventually forcing it down. What are you saying? He asked, relieved that he was no longer in danger. You see, the previous gym leader of this city put me in charge of his badge, the Sting badge. That was before he left to become a member of Bugsy's gym. Wow, you're giving it to me? Only on one condition. What? You must defeat a trainer of my choosing in a 6 Pokemon battle. I was like, bitch! We just went through 50 pages of battles!
Oh no, not again.
It's okay. We only have 8 pages left of this part.
Finally.
No problem. I've already beaten all your trainers. Not quite. What do you mean? Who haven't I fought? To rightfully earn this badge, you must defeat Steven. Steven was having a bowl of cereal, and upon hearing Jack, he blew it out. What? He cried. How can I beat him if you couldn't? Don't doubt your skills, Steven. You've made much progress under me these past months. It's time to see what you've learned. With excitement overflowing, the ones still eating increased their speed and finished in less than half a minute. Jeez, chomping down.
Jeez, Steven, calm down.
Danny ran out.
Oh, I think that is it supposed to be me?
Oh, yes, it's you. It's you.
Hold on. I'm multitasking. I'm getting quite a lot of things getting jumbled up together. Somewhere there was a really pretty little one. I'm multitasking. Oh, okay, there we go. With excitement overflowing, the ones still eating increased their speed and finished in less than half a minute. Then they ran out onto Jack's front yard, and Stephen was not far behind him. The bystanders were also present and anxious to see the big fight. Hey, did you write a movie for this? Because they could have go in and sack the mayor. It's like, I need to take back the city.
Like, let's go attack the mayor.
But isn't this a crime though? But it's like criminal activity.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hear the battle zone was the front yard of the house. It was relatively large with a wide sidewalk that led up to the front door and a garden ornament of 2. So Danny, I heard that your dad used to be a strong master. I think that you got a typo with your.
I hear your dad used to. I hear your. Yeah.
I hear that your dad used to be a strong master. Well, he was strong enough to beat Jack. But now I'm willing to bet on that Jack is stronger. Yeah, maybe, but I beat him, so I have only lost once in my entire life of being a trainer. Well, this should be an interesting match. Just that! Barbara ordered. Hey, Stephen is going to get wiped out, groaned Greg. You sure about this? Linda questioned. Of course I am. How would he win against someone who beat Dad? Danny has something, Jack thought. Something that makes his experience as a trainer grow at an immense rate. I've sensed over since the day that he was born. The day Stephen came to me, even though that he lost, I could feel the same way in him. Oh, they are going to be best friends, aren't they? Curious of how he would do this, I decided to train him and give him Danny's advanced strategy through the internet. Now that I can see them and use their skills all at once. I've been waiting for this day.
It's like, at last my plans have come into fruition.
I imagine Barbara is like, calm down, sweetheart. But we still have a whole thing need to do. Hold on, let me put this away and then whoop.
Oh.
Where? Yeah, time to begin. Stephen informed. Okay, I will use Legend the second as my first. I will use L2 as my. I will use Legend the second as my first. Declared Danny. Okay, Legend the second. Oh, I see you named him after your dad. Yes, correction, no. Legend. L2 is a her. I did some investigating and found out that my Dragonite was a female.
Oh, how did you investigate, Danny? Do tell.
Maybe when they were in Pokemon Center and Nurse Joy just took care of her, and then it's like, oh, side note, your Dragonite, your little dragon is a girl.
It's like, oh, there we go. That's a wholesome way of him discovering.
I mean, like both of us are probably like, is it the horny way or the wholesome way? But yeah, this is an all-age stream or kind of mature stream or something. But yeah, let's not go over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's surprising. Where I will use Silverfort. Stephen was using his fortress at the start, and then he felt that he had a little advantage. L2, do what dragons are known for. Use blast. Use your spikes. L2's fire lit Silverfort like a solid wall, and only raining shattered pieces of metal came out of the flames. There was one hit knocked out for sure. Silverfort was rocking back and forth unconscious. Oh, that looks painful. That looks really painful. That looks really painful.
Yeah.
I wonder if what Crucial was okay, wait. Silverfort, come back. Crucial can handle this. Danny wondered what a Crucial was, and then it turned out to be Stephen's Crocodile. L2 Featherbot. Crucial, scary face. The Crocodile, I think you're supposed to take. Crucial.
Crushes
at first just Demoiselle?
Domicile.
Whoa, that is some interesting writing. At first the Demoiselle Greater made a vicious stare that made L2 back down. I think that you can change the writing a bit. That was a mouthful that was trying to
First of all, is that how you spell gator? That looks wrong to me. No, not Gatorade.
Maybe it was Gator. Alligator.
Gator. Yeah, it's supposed to be that.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of this first part. The gator made a vision. The gator made a and I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell vicious.
Yeah, that's a viscous. It's a different thing.
Okay, here we go.
What are you afraid of? You are twice the size. Krusha, ice beam. A second before L2 could evade it, Krusha's ice beam caught her and froze her back. Fortunately, it did not completely immobilize her. With her wings and some of her legs frozen, she was very helpless. L2 is unable to go on. Krusha wings round. Jack declared, we have to work on the defenses against ice attack L2. Now I will use the only Pokemon I have left that can handle this. Deceiver, go wipe the floor clean of that blue jaws. Do your ring dance. Didn't Danny also have a Croconaw? I think Mr. Steve.
Oh yeah.
Steve is like, I feel so bored.
Okay.
But we will have to work on your defenses against ice attack L2. Now I will use the only Pokemon I have left that can handle this. Deceiver, go wipe the floor clean of the blue jaws. Do your ring dance. Pusher, here, put these on. Stephen ordered from him a pair of sunglasses to increase your power of your crunch attack. Danny, crunch is attack 10. Deceiver is weak against it. Holly reminded. I know.
Pitcher. I actually drew the wrong Pokemon, by the way. This is supposed to be a Croconaw, but I drew it as a Feraligatr. Oh well. Where is it? Oh, here it is. There it is. There's the picture. Do it now, Krusha. Take a chunk out of that poltergeist Pokemon. Flipping, hopping, and bobbing her head, Deceiver brought down a great heavy rainstorm while Krusha bit into her hair. Feeling the damage, Deceiver turned blood red, and you could see hate in her eyes. Uh-oh, said those who knew about Deceiver's fondness for her hair. Deceiver spun around, but the croc had a... Is it a croc or a gator? Make up your mind. Had a stiff grip and refused to let go. That was the last straw for the ghost, and she used her psychic attack to open Crush's tight jaws, pushing him to the side.
By the way, did our girl evolve? I feel like she has evolved, right? It has been a while since we last read.
No, she's... okay, you mean Mischievous?
Yeah.
She, This story was written before Generation 4 came out, so back then I had no idea she even would evolve.
Yikes, okay.
Deceiver. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait. Okay, that's still me. Okay, got it. Oh, Deceiver, thunder that wave now! Krusha, while the rain is out, do your surf! Deceiver, thunder that wave now! In a burst of rage, Danny's Mischievous gave Krusha the shock of his life. The wave was struck by a lightning bolt and hurt his lower half just as the falling droplets of water hit him all over with voltage. That sounded like a weird sentence.
You can rewrite the whole thing.
That sounded really weird. That's struck by a lightning bolt and the wave struck by a lightning bolt and surged through his whole body. That's good enough, I guess. Crocodile wiped out and fell onto his head. Crusha, you did good. Return. Time to use my bay leaf. Bridal leaf. I choose you. Deceiver, use curse. Poking herself with a nail, Deceiver called out her minion to deal damage to Bronto Leaf. Bronto Leaf, that attack did a great deal of damage to that mischievous. It should be no problem taking it down now. Use Toxic! Don't be so sure, Steve. Deceiver, time for Pain Split! Red orbs of light left Deceiver and Bronto Leaf and came together when they were separated into equal sizes and returned. That even out the odds. Hold on, let me just get something back. No, not that. There we go. That even out the odds. Well done, Danny. You're more clever than I took you for. Bronto Leaf excreted a poisonous purple substance on top of Deceiver's head. That is a quote. That still won't save your ghost from Toxic. The minion came to Deceiver's aid and drained an exorbitant amount of energy. You can't save your Chia dinosaur either, Steve.
Can you stop putting crocodiles and dinosaurs together?
No, I can't, but I can leech seed. The cursed bay leaf used its leaves to flap out a barrage of seedlings that sprouted on Deceiver's face and wrapped her in vines. No way,
no
of
way,
course.
Of course. Why didn't I see that combo coming? Danny questioned himself. Steven has been training under Jack for a year. Why wouldn't he use Toxic Leech Seed combo with his grass type? Bronto Leaf was losing its strength fast, and its vision becomes blurry. Deceiver, strike it right away with your Shadow Ball. Just hoping that you can tell that Bronto Leaf was in trouble, and the Shadow Ball ended her part in the match. Nice work, Bronto Leaf. Return. Deceiver, you have made me proud, but you have to come back before all your life gets stripped away. Now, I will use one of my favorite steel type, F-15, type for the aerial assault. My choice is clear. Fake Wood, you are the only one left with a fire attack. There's a fire attack when the button is too slow to hit mine. F5, agility. The hell is an F5?
F-15?
Yeah, F-15.
It's a jet. It's a certain model of a jet.
Okay. Fake time for speed use mimic to copy F-15's agility move. F-15 soared into the sky and flashed around, improving its own speed. Watching from below, Fake would mimic the techniques and also bright white, and it was blinding to even suddenly beat. Down onto the battleground, and F-15 began screaming out and hopping around like it was on hot coals. What are you doing? Steven asked, worried. Yeah, it worked. Heat is being absorbed into the F-15's metal body like a card.
I think you're being cut off, Carrie. Discord! Discord! Discord? What the heck was that all about?
Okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay. That was weird. Discord just shut itself down and restarted. Oh, I guess I gotta share the thing with you again.
Dude?
Gotta share the screen again. Okay. There it is. Go live.
Oh.
Okay, okay, there we go.
Oh, being bad. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yes, the heat is being absorbed into F-15's metal body like a car that has been left in the sun for too long. You're pulling real-life physics into a game. Okay.
Oh, it's like we're going season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh logic, baby.
Sometimes like Yu-Gi-Oh season 1 is kind of like Magic in a Gathering, like you're doing role playing while playing games as well, and that wouldn't work in later iterations, sadly.
Yeah.
Man, man, I do understand why they keep on why the writer thinks that it would be better if you can find new games and do role plays and stuff, but the people keep wanting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so he has to do it.
Okay. Well,
Let's see. Finish the match with another steel wing attack. Get one last hit in. Give your best fly punch. Fate would hit the green balls on the end of his arm. Hit the green balls at the end of his arm and punch F-15 in the stomach, causing a dark burn. F-15 was at first motionless, but made a quick counterattack and slapped Fakewood with his steel wings. Do you think you can keep going? Although Fake would attempt to push himself up, it fall back onto the position it was before. Fakewood was in no condition to continue, therefore F-15 wins, announced Jack, sounding amused. You were great, Fakewood. And he was really, he was the only one who really had the type advantage. Time for the water dragon. Monsoon, let's finish this! Danny, you have caught by your own trick. Sunny Day decreases the power of water attacks, and no other attacking dragon will put in a dent in F-15. I hate to rain on your little parry, Steve, but it's time to change up the playing field. Hands, the sky darkened once again, and the rain held down. Thank Danny, my scammery. Need a cool at that heat. Isn't that kind of painful though, because it was hot and then suddenly cold, and then he's like, oh yeah, it's too cold, isn't it? Cold.
Yeah, I think we're about to get into that.
I didn't know what he's up to at 15, but you back to stay back from that Kingdra. In a second, Monsoon jumped onto F-15 and used him like a trampoline, leaping high onto the air. What? What? Why did you get up? I told you. The contracting from the burning heat to the expense of the cold ice water was too much for was too much for F-15's body, and it was already being slowed down by his burn status. Monsoon, it's time to shoot your most powerful hydro pump straight down onto the top of F-15. In the air, Monsoon aimed a water blast that raced downward, hitting F-15 like a giant water balloon. The dragon came down and touched the ground. Jack declared the water locked F-15 unable to battle. Oh, he's all washed up. Thanks, old friend, Stephen said silently. I'm down to my last steel type, but that he is a good one. You're close.
Okay. Iron Knuckle, the reputation of all steel Pokemon is in your claws. Danny knew that Steven was using even before he saw it. He has to be using his Caesar. It's the only steel Pokemon he has left. And Danny was correct. But unlike Red Knight, which was a female, Steven Caesar was male. It doesn't make much of a difference, but okay. Let's get down to business to defeat Danny. Let's get down to business, Iron Knuckle. Monsoon, time for your Octazooka attack. A large glob of ink shot out of Monsoon's nozzle. Trying to lower my accuracy. Why don't I lower yours? Iron Knuckle, double team! The incoming ink attack missed Iron Knuckle, who had split into 3. Monsoon, use Hydro Pump this time! Monsoon made its move, but the water passed through Iron Knuckle like nothing. Danny, hello! That attack's accuracy is already terrible, Steven reminded, and you're using against a Pokemon whose evasion is at its best. Monsoon, there's still one way to hit him. Time for Swift! Good thinking, Danny, Jack thought, but I'm afraid even Swift won't help this time. Stars flew for each of the Caesar, but the damage was too low. That attack will hit, but it's too weak to do damage to my Caesar or Iron Knuckle. Let's end this little matchup. So start your sword dance! Waving and spinning in circle, Iron Knuckles' sword dance radically raised its attack. That's good. Now end this with Hyper Beam! Monsoon, the Hyper Beam is too powerful at this point. You may not make it through to move, so let's leave that Caesar paralyzed! Give it your Dragon Breath! Spin around in circles when you do it! While Iron Knuckle gathered sparks of energy, Monsoon breathed out a blue... I'm going to change this to fire. Fire that spun around. The blue smog was everywhere, and the real Iron Knuckle was hit and paralyzed. The blue... Fixing this. It's not a smoke attack, it's a flame attack. Was everywhere, and the real Iron Knuckle was hit and paralyzed. Don't stop, Iron Knuckle. I know you feel weak from that paralysis, but just use your Hyper Beam and take out this Pokemon for me. Iron Knuckle was on his knees, but he got up and used Hyper Beam regardless. Monsoon was no match for the brutal and super attack. And he fell down at Danny's side. That's all I needed, Monsoon. The paralysis on Iron Knuckle will help your teammates. I think that's a single word. Right? Yeah. Win this battle. Quagsire, I need you now. That's what you're using? You gotta be kidding me. It can't stand up to the maximum powered Hyper Beam. Who says it has to? What? What is it gonna do? Take away Iron Knuckle's super increased evasion and attack? Exactly. Quagsire! Haze! Haze? Dad, what is Haze? That's a question. What is Haze? Linda asks. It's an attack that eliminates all status changes on both Pokemon, Lack answered. Oh no! Greg exclaimed. Iron Knuckle, hit it with your Hyper Beam before it does it! Iron Knuckle wasn't fast enough, and Quagsire opened its big mouth, releasing a dark cloud that reverted Iron Knuckle's statuses back to their original state. Oh, my status boost gone! Steven moaned along with his Caesar. Oh well, Iron Knuckle hit that thing with Hyper Beam anyway. Quagsire, go underground! Jumping in headfirst, Quagsire dug into the ground and the Hyper Beam missed. Danny ran over to the hole and began yelling into it. It's like, he's not going to hear him unless he does this. It's kind of funny to think about. The second you get up, do Earthquake! Quagsire popped its head up underneath Iron Knuckle's legs and smashed the ground. The place where Iron Knuckle stood became unstable and shook apart, forcing him to fall. Good job, Quagsire. Now pull your whole body up. Iron Knuckle, now would be a good time to attack. Quagsire, Whirlpool! Quagsire was right on, and its water rushed around Iron Knuckle, trapping him in a funnel. Steven looked perplexed and worried. Iron Knuckle, if you can hear me, you have to get some damage into Quagsire before you go down. Steven could only watch the whirling water helplessly, but something happened soon to give him hope. A Hyper Beam came from it and hit Quagsire. Yes, way to go, I almost called him Hyper Knuckle. Way to go, Iron Knuckle. Now get out of that
This is so cool.
Now get out of that Hydro Top. Not so fast. Quagsire, Ice Beam that Whirlpool now! Iron Knuckle's head appeared above the pool, but the Ice Beam froze it all over, including Iron Knuckle. When water was spinning, it could remain upright, but now it was solid. But now it was solid. This sentence is driving me crazy. But when water was spinning, it could remain upright. But now that it was solid, it couldn't maintain balance and fell over, shattering into several pieces. Iron Knuckle was in bad shape and was still inside. This is a really confusing. This is a really confusing sentence. But was still in.
Is it maintain balance or maintain buoyance?
But was still inside.
I think that was.
There we go. Bad shape was still inside the ice.
Is it maintain balance or maintain buoyance? Is it was solid, it couldn't maintain balance or maintain buoyance?
Buoyancy is if you're in water. Balance is the ice was tipping over.
Okay, then balance then, right? Is it balance? Is it
yeah,
balance?
it would be balance.
Because it was.
I will not allow Iron Knuckle to go
into balance.
I will not allow Iron Knuckle to go on after that.
Can you change balance? No, can you change balance?
Oh, did I have it as balance instead of balance?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. When the water was spinning, there we go. Yeah, that happened a lot to me back then. There we go. Fell over, shattering, blah, 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 blah.
There we go. Let's go back. I will not allow Iron Knuckle to go on after that. Yeah, that one.
There we go. So it's your turn, I guess? Carrie.
Oh, is it me?
I think so.
Okay. Quagsire, you won it. Now he only has one Pokemon left. Oh, this one is very anime battle, isn't it? Because it's water versus fire. Maybe so. But it's my most experienced one. But I thought that you were more experienced with Steel, though. What are you talking about? Okay, it's all up to you. Now, hold Spike! Steven's fire Pokemon looks to Cyndaquil, but it had red eyes. Was bigger, and the flames along its back extended from its lower back onto its head. Quilava, the volcano Pokemon, it evolved from Cyndaquil. This Pokemon is fully covered by non-flammable fur. Can withstand any kind of fire attack. I have had Hospike since I first became a Pokemon trainer. Steven informed. He's the first Pokemon with the most experience in my team. Hospike, Sunny Day, Danny stopped as the sun heat came up in a split second. How? Huh? Sunny Day usually takes longer than that. Besides F15, Hospike is the fastest of all my Pokemon. Quagsire, just use Ring Dance to stop the effects of Sunny Day. Get in there quick and stop the Quagsire with furry swipes. Stretch out to begin the Ring Dance. Quagsire was halted by Hospike's quick assault. The strong fire attack gave it all it had and slashed his claw back and forth, getting hits on Quagsire every time. Too slow. Use Water Gun. Hospike gets away with quick attack. Quagsire's water wasn't quick enough, and it missed the slick Quilava. Great. Now get back there and continue the furry swipes. The furry swipes. Quagsire, there isn't enough time to charge, so change the field. So you will have to use another attack that is good against fire, like Earthquake. Stomping the floor with incredible force for its size. Quagsire's Earthquake brought up Earth and slammed onto Hospike. Get up. Although his smile was smiling, Hospike's strength was dwindling. Sire, Earthquake, and I think the sting badge is as good as ours. Steven could see that Hospike was getting very wary, and the brutal ground offensive must have dealt a critical blow. Hospike, I don't want to see you get hurt any more than you have to. I better withdraw from the match. Hospike looked surprised that Stephen would lose the battle just for him, and it laughed. Are you alright? Soon the laughter stopped and Hospike began morphing into something different and bigger. Can't believe it! His final form, the scarier one. Hot Spike lifts his feet up and grew tall. It became twice the size of the Quilava. It was the same color, and the shape of his lower form is now the fire on his back was a huge inferno. Danny couldn't believe the Pokemon he saw before him, and he reached for his Pokedex.
Typhlosion!
Well, I will beat.
Typhlosion, the evolved form of Quilava. It has a secret, devastating move. It rubs its blazing fur together to cause huge explosions. Hot Spike, there's no reason you shouldn't win now. Quagsire, ancient power! Quagsire made huge boulders jump out of the ground and move in the direction of Hot Spike. Take those boulders out with your dynamic punch! Hot Spike threw out punches and broke all the boulders into harmless pebbles. Now jump onto Quagsire with your back! Quagsire, move! Unfortunately for Quagsire, its flippers were moist and slippery, and when it tripped, Hot Spike fell back onto it. Turn up the heat, Hot Spike! In a single burst of flames.
I like that he actually names the little guy like that.
Yeah. In a single burst of flames, an explosion happened right on top of Quagsire. And now that it was burnt black, it didn't even look like a Pokemon. Ugh! Poor Quagsire. Quagsire looks like he was standing under a rocket booster when it was activated, Ian remarked. I doubt that Quagsire will walk away from that, so Hot Spike is victorious. Things are even now, Danny, Steven stated. Oh, that's right. You only have your Red Knight left, which is a steel and bug Pokemon that has a weakness against fire types. Danny's Red Knight is toast, assumed Greg. Yeah, literally, Linda agreed. I'm ashamed of you two, Jack declared, catching his kid's attention. If there's one thing I know, I taught you, is that you can't clearly guess the victor through the type matchups. But Dad, Danny sees her as a double weakness against fire attacks, Greg argued. Doesn't matter. You have to take the level, the trainer, and the health of the Pokemon into account too. I still think Steven is going to win, Greg stated. Just watch and we'll see about that. Danny looked a little nervous, but he quickly calmed himself and sent out his only Pokemon left. Red Knight, you creamed all those fire Pokemon on Emily's ranch. I hope you can handle this one. Hot Spike, the sun has gotten too dim. Use Sunny Day. Red Knight, become agile by using agility. That makes sense to me. The harsh sun returned as Red Knight harnessed all its speed and heat. The heat slowed her down. Good. Now your steel Pokemon will get harmed by the sunny day, Steven boasted. Not my steel type. Red Knight, flap your wings and lower your temper. That's okay. I love that we're actually using this. That is, it's actually stated in the Pokedex that Caesar is capable of controlling its temperature by flapping its wings. It's the main purpose of its wings because it can't fly. But it can control its temperature, which means it wouldn't have a trouble with sunlight. So that's kind of cool. Lower its temperature. Red Knight's cooling herself down. After Scyther evolves into Caesar, it more than doubles its weight and loses the ability to fly. Then the wings are reduced to controlling the body temperature. Hot Spike, Flame Wheel. Hot Spike got on the ground and fired up its back and began log rolling, moving so fast that it looked like a rolling line of flames. Red Knight, evade Hot Spike and find a time when you can use Sword Dance. The Flame Wheel attack was too fast, and every time Red Knight started the Sword Dance, it stopped to dodge. When she went to one corner, the flaming Pokemon was there in a single second. It would not give the Caesar any time to charge up her power. This isn't going to work. There's no time for Red Knight to dance. Don't let the flames do all the work, Hot Spike. Use your amber, and Red Knight will have the less space to dodge. Like the mouth of a volcano, Hot Spike started spewing out fireballs as it moved, with an all-out attack on the ground. Boop. Boop. Okay. With an all-out attack on the ground, Red Knight jumped up, going to the sky for protection. The height she achieved was higher than anyone expected a heavy Caesar to get. All right, we're almost done this part. Finally. Boop. Okay, Carrie, I guess it's your turn. Carrie?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So wings to add to her lid. Susan. Nice. Why don't you go and draw a picture of it? I feel like she is going to be like, hold on, let me grab my book, sketch.
Keep missing some quotes here. There you go.
I'm back.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, what? Idea, sis. Wait, what idea? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you still hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yep, I'm talking.
Okay.
I hope that it wasn't all jumbled. We'll have to do another
It is. You are getting cut off a bit.
my days. Oh.
Yeah, you're getting cut off a lot.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, say something.
Uh, uh, dear, Spike. No.
What is going on?
Can you hear me?
Is your connection bad? We weren't having any problems, and now you're kind of cutting off a lot. Let me get the music going again. Alright, Gary's fixing it, everyone. We're almost done this part of the story. So close.
Alright, I think that I'm back.
Oh, okay. I heard you pretty well that time.
So Red Knight, Hot Spike is moving too fast for you to power up your attack on the ground, so jump as high as you can and then do shot downs in the air. It's just like doing a triple axial in ice skating. Red Knight jumped super high and began turning around in midair. Spike tried to shoot her fire, but they saw couldn't reach. A steady spinning Caesar was taken down. Hot Spike raced to its target. A flame wheel might not be strong enough to beat Red Knight in a blow. Spike, get on the flame wheel and use blast. Hyper beam. Red Knight brought her claws back and threw them forward, and with her hyper beam coming up from them. Spikes moved in a straight path when it was released. The two powerful blasts flew at each other. One was a closing in inferno of flames, and the other was a symbol of fire. The other was powered up hyper beam. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't read, but okay, let me.
Oh, hold on, I gotta
one
fix
was
this.
a closing in inferno of flames that was a symbol for fire. The other was a the other was a power up hyper beam. The force
Okay.
of light collide with each other, but
Okay,
Red
I have a
Knight's
picture here.
broke through
Here it is. Picture coming in.
and explodes on like throwing him high. That's a good thing. That's a good try. At high speed for Jack's house. Bloody hell, dude! Rip house, I guess. Oh, the house got burned down, dude. It was bad. So the fire blast was weakened with his mind redirecting onto the garden gnome. Jeff fought fast and caught the volcano Pokemon with his mind, redirecting it into the garden gnome. Although the fire blast was weakened, Red Knight was too weak from the hyper beam to dodge it, and she was cast away flying onto her back. What's Pokemon out? No weapon! On the contrary, Danny Caesar, Jack corrected. While to handle the hyper beam's power in his current state, yeah, I think that you can continue with this.
Red Knight managed to stay conscious, and although in critical conditions, she slowly stood up. Red Knight was the last Pokemon standing, and therefore I declare Danny the winner of this battle. Yes! Dan cried, running to help Red Knight stay up. I just knew you could handle the situation, Red Knight. Red Knight nodded with a look of calmness. Jack threw Danny the badge as he promised him. Danny snatched it in the air, but unfortunately he didn't realize it was a sharp piece of metal. Ouch! Stephen huddled over his wounded Typhlosion. It's all right that we lost this time, Hot Spike. You evolved to your final form, and that made me very happy. Stephen, it's about time I gave this to you. Jack said, dropping the gym badge in his two hands. That's not where I said to put the cursor. All right. And this is the last picture of the chapter.
We did it.
The family badge. Family badge? But you said I couldn't get this until I trained under you for a year. Your memory must be going. I said 1 year or until the day I knew you were ready to leave. That day has come. You mean I can finally continue my journey? Yes. Go out there, Stephen. You may still occasionally trip sometime, but now you'll learn from your mistakes. Thank you, teacher. Hey, Steve, why don't you come with us? Danny invited. Where are you headed? We're going to Saffron City so I can get a gym badge. I'll accept your offer, Danny. Stephen was welcomed into the traveling group by the others, who had no reason why he shouldn't join them. Oh, I'll just finish this up. Good, Jack thought happily. Finally, Danny and Steven will be trying to fulfill their dreams together. My work is done. Your crazy work, Jack! Your crazy invasion of privacy, Jack.
What is wrong with you, dude?
People in my story are just insane.
Tell me something that I do not know.
All right. Well, that's the end of this part. We won't be reading any more today, but I am curious how long the next part is. It's loading up, it's loading up, it's loading up. What do you mean there's no quotes on anything? This can't be right. I looked ahead. I looked in advance to make sure there was quotes on stuff. What the heck?
What is happening?
I thought I looked ahead. Fine then. Let's look at 6. Wait. Oh, wait. There's actually quotes in most of this, I think. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. There's actually quotes in most of this. I think it's... Oh, it's the first 30 pages! There's no quotes on the first 30 pages. Wait. Yeah, the first 30 pages have no quotes on them. Ugh.
What is happening? Are you okay?
Anyway, yeah, this just means I have to add quotes for 30 more pages.
Oh, Jesus.
Out of morbid curiosity, what about the next part? Please tell me there's quotes in the next part. Oh, I can already... Wait, 6.3? 6.3... Where is it? Where's 6.3? Oh, there it is. Open. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Huh. All right. Finally reunited and divided. Okay. Yeah,
We did pretty well. Woo!
there's actually... Okay. The next part is complete. Just need to add quotes for the 30 pages. The one after that, believe it or not, I actually am going to have to rewrite certain parts. Because there's parts that are completely missing.
What?
I don't even know how that happened.
Whoa, that is...
Oh, so I'll have to fill that in, but yeah. So really, it's just the 30 pages of quotes, and then everything else is fine. That's okay. All right.
That's a bummer.
Anyway. Well, that'll do it for this live stream, everybody. Thanks for anyone who showed up. We'll see you next time for other things.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Ooh, maybe next time we'll play the Cassette Beast DLC or something. Anyway, that's it for this live stream. Bye! There we go.